Well, this isn't done, Markofu. Let me turn the music down so we can talk. That's better. Hi, my lad, and welcome to something different for a change. Recently, I've been looking for games to play and, well, generally stuff to do. I've been kind of fed up with bullet hells for a while, so, a discussion about a game in a certain Discord server caught my eye, and I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, but I decided to give it a try. It's free, it looks adorable, but this game is definitely not what it seems based on its tags on Steam. I have absolutely no idea what is going to await me, but there have been warnings in the intro. I've had a test recording, but I did not actually play the game yet. So, when you start the game for the first time, there's a whole, disclaimer that this game is not suited for the easily disturbed and that you have to be at least 13 years of age to play it. Well, last time I looked in the mirror, I was not very disturbed by my own appearance, so it can't be any worse than that. And I believe myself to be over 13 years of age. I did not pay attention in math classes, but I believe that my age is a little more than 13. So, this is what we're going to play here, Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm not going to cancel the Micro Delirium, it's just going to be a side project. Don't worry about the range 18 entries, I'll get to those soon. But for now, this. It's a visual novel apparently. That's all I know about it. I've never played a game of this caliber, of this genre before. Mostly because I don't really play anything outside of bullet hells, but let's see, what settings do we have? Skip? No, we do not want to skip anything. No, text speed, auto forward time, music volume, sound volume. Down a bit, and I hope you can hear my beautiful, beautiful voice. Speaking of my beautiful, beautiful voice, it seems a lot of people are playing this game already on YouTube, but I know you're definitely going to come to me, if not for the game, for my absolutely beautiful voice. Because some people are crazy enough to like it. Help. Ooh, no. No. Okay, no browser garbage, I don't want to open anything. Well, maybe it's, let me look at that. Left click or press space to enter keys when and left click make a choice. Okay, so I basically use my mouse to do everything. Escape for the pause menu, tra-la-la-la-la, key and mouse bindings. Oh, I guess I'll leave this open for now. La-la-la-la. Okay. If I have any, it shouldn't be too problematic, I just do everything with my mouse. Let's get started. Please enter your name. So, what is my name? I don't have my passport on me right now, so I don't know what my name is. Can we put in... We can't. Okay, let's just go with Claus because I'm Lennon trash. Probably put in Python, okay. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw. So that sounds like my friends waving to me when I walk down the street. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friends since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. It just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh, she's probably panting. Sounded like she was having a good time. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh yes. You say that you were thinking about ignoring me. I totally was. That's mean, Claus. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. Well, Claus is a fairly annoying person, so an annoying person and an annoying person would make a brilliant couple. But you did wait for me after all. Oh, my eyes. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Claus, have you ever decided on a club to join yet? A club? We're totally going to join the Literature Club. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Can I join the "we don't want to join any clubs" club? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds just like me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Well, this game is talking to me on this game was made for me and probably everyone else that's playing it. Because we're all nerds and otakus deep down. Why else would we play something like this? Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. I like it when you worry about me. I like it when people worry about me. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Ooh, epic scene transition. This has a lot of Corpse Party vibes right now. It's just so happy and one shwa, and it's going to turn terrible in a moment. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I knew it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here in the classroom and spacing out in the classroom, so I came into the classroom. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You didn't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late in your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Oh, what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I can't read. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Dramatic scene transition. And thus today marks the day I sold out my soul for a cupcake. The music stopped. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. Told you don't call me a new member. Eh? Glance around the room. Girl number 1. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I happen to look just like Claus, but with longer hair. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? I sound like an old woman. I can't do little girl voices. Oh. Way to kill the atmosphere. God, oh my god. See, this is why I was afraid of doing a visual novel, because I would have to do different voices for all the characters. I can't do girl voices. Ah, Claus, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Because all cute girls are definitely into literature, I can absolutely 100% confirm that. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour appetite. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. The small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. But don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right! It's great to see you again, Claus. Wow, Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika's probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, and probably the one I like most out of those three right now. Because we all have to pick waifus in these kinds of games. It's the norm. Basically completely out of my league. Yep, this game is talking to me. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little you too, Monika. Come sit down, Claus. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks around, desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, a tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look a little like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little piece of a chocolate were used to make ears. So kawaii! Desunya! I mean cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. I just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get ice on her side. It's delicious. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Everything is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I made the cupcakes, baka! Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yep. Typical tsundere trope. Not that I know anything about the various kinds of girls and tropes in anime, but come on, that's easy. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you! Dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Sayori did. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around the budget and publicity, how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Laws, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. I'm not that much of a reader, I guess. Well, I can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking about after Yurin sees sad smile. I can't read. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a form is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with these psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I probably shouldn't have. Good lord. I'm so sorry, but this sickness is ridiculous. Excuse me for a moment. Hopefully muting the microphone actually worked this time. Ah. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Probably more favorable than a conversation with claws. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. What an interesting name. I would like to read a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Oh, why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, well, I'll share them with you. Do I have to write a poem now? That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Claus? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... Sorry, I thought... Claws. You all... I'm defenseless against this, as would I be. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? My ears of writing poems is the price I need to pay notice, and every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. Join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. You really just came by for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Claus, look forward to seeing how you expressed yourself. Yeah. I really impressed class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Claus, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Oh my god, shipping. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Do we finally get to do something? Okay, we really do have to write a poem. Let's see, who do we want to impress? What did we gather? Okay, let's see. I didn't think the information would be of any importance, but apparently it is. So, what do we know? Yuri, these chibi things look really cute. Yuri likes horror, I guess, and surreal things. Natsuki likes cute things. Monika isn't even here. She's my favorite girl, and I can't write anything for her. And she seems to be a bit of an airhead. So let's see. Let's see. So Graveyard would probably be for Yuri. Pain would be for Yuri. Secretive probably also for Yuri. Silly for Thingamabob. Disoriented. Either her, either Sayori or Yuri. Sweet definitely for Natsuki. Jump, Natsuki. Amazing, Natsuki or Sayori. Let's see. What do I want to write? Do I have to pick 20 words? Oh my god. I guess since I can't write for Monika, I'll have to pick my second favorite, which I guess is Sayori. So let's write something silly. I don't know. Of these words. I'm sorry. Disoriented. Oh, okay, that's for Yuri. Oh, okay, so when you pick a word that makes the character in... Okay, that's Sayori. Oh my god, those eyes! That was hilarious. Okay, so now we've got one on each of them, and so it evens out and it doesn't even matter. 420! Embrace. Doki Doki! That is probably Natsuki. Childhood. Waterfall. Captive. Massacre! God, Inferno. Imagination. You're bouncy. Cheer. Nature. I'm just picking random things. I'm not really giving this much thought, and I could probably try to guess which words match which character, but I'm just going off of things. Aura is supernatural. Clouds. Oh, clouds are cute. Kawaii! They're infinite vivid. Electricity. Wow, I'm definitely impressing Yuri here. Probably because I'm kind of a surreal person myself. So I'd wind up with Yuri. Even though... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Calm. Rose. Kitties are cute. I want to write about kitties, but that will give me points for Natsuki, and I don't really like Natsuki. Agonizing. Summer. That gave me points for Natsuki. Either way. Ocean. Lucky. Vertigo. What does that even mean? Lost word. Adventure. Let's see what happens. Wrote about the most random things ever. The most random poem ever. Hi again, Claus. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Claus. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Last year too. Don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. That's basically what I'm doing, but okay. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Mangonica. Manga is literature, Monica is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Klaus always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work even without me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Well... Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Come, you and Klaus can be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, and it's really not. What do I do? Hey, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Oh, she's blushing to no end. I might be happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Because shy girls are cute. Well, though I personally prefer more energetic, like not on Natsuki level energetic. Maybe not even on Sayori level energetic, but shy girls are cute. Either way. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Of unspecified title and genre. It's probably horror. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. So it looks like I accidentally impressed Yuri. Well, it doesn't even matter. As long as I don't impress Natsuki, everything is good. Because I don't like her. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man. Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and then I'm listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. They're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is... I'm too lazy to mute my mic, I'm so sorry. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. It's not like that it's not like that all. It's not like that at all, you know? Just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, they can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. It's this. Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Wow, those eyes, wow. Oh well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Ah, good thinking. Well, if it lured me here, it's going to lure everyone else here as well. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. Oh, good God. Maybe I wouldn't be so sick if I actually had closed the window before. It's getting really hot in here. Good lord. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes, yes. It works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. Therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow! Oh, that's me. I opened my eyes to my Sayori's face, filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club, really? Does a school have a napping club? I'd instantly join that. Staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. No, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. I don't oversleep on Saturdays and Sundays. Although I think Japanese schools, they have school on Saturday, I think. I don't know for sure. I think they do. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. Knew it. It's like a Jinx interview. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. It is. Come on, Claus, it really is. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the button. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. So I guess this is the special event now? I can't tell. Was Yuri giving me the book because I impressed her, or am I buttoning up Sayori's blazer because I impressed her? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Struggle to fully close the button near your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it 10 years ago. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger. Oh my god, there's no girl in the world who could talk normally to a guy about this. At least I haven't experienced such a thing yet. Don't say that out loud. These things only exist in visual novels and anime and manga. These super confident girls who just... This right here, this doesn't exist in this world. I have never witnessed it yet. And well, who knows, maybe it does, but I haven't witnessed it. Anyway, you're much better now, so... Does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. Just so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. What about her parents? Does she even have parents? I mean, she set her house on fire once. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. The screen should be turning pink from me blushing. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Claus, I can't wait to rate. This always happens. I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, it totally sucks. It's just 20 random words with no rhythm and stylistic devices. I don't know the English terms. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. I have, and they all suck. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. God, this is ridiculous. Maybe I'll wind up cutting these scenes. Note to self, don't... Whoops, I accidentally switched up the mic again. I'm so smart. I do the same. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, the poem has a high chance of impressing Sayori and Yuri because Monika wasn't an option, but I really like Monika. Out of those four, I like her the most, so... Decisions! This is why I hate visual novels. I can't even make decisions in real life. Let me just save quickly. Empty slot. Boop. Okay. Return. Just to be safe. Ooh, I probably should have saved it. I probably should have saved it the previous mini game as well, so I can pick different routes without having to go through all the intro garbage again. It's totally read it to Sayori because she is a friend and I'm feeling uncomfortable. Yeah, that's why. She's my good friend after all. Basically, yeah, that's what I would think. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Claus. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ah! Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a claws poem. And that makes it feel extra special. God. Ah, that sentence right there is so exploitable. Like, imagine if I named myself stupid. It's a stupid poem. I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Oh, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Claus. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Just really annoying. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Ah, don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh, wow. Let's see. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I'll still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem, except it was. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Basically. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Wow, this was so much fun. Monika's the best. Oh yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Oh, this is so disgusting, but I can't help it. I can't help being sick. I guess I'll look forward to it. Okay, so we've got, so Natsuki really didn't help because, well, Sayori didn't really help because she's Sayori. So, I guess the person with the most literary expertise, with the best literary expertise, with the most experience is Yuri. I still want to impress Monika. Maybe showing her my very first poem isn't the best idea, but on the other hand, maybe that could come up to her as being courageous. Like not having anything to do with literature at all and coming straight to her to impress her with the bestest poem in the world. On the other hand, maybe Yuri's expertise might be a little better. I hate myself. Yuri stares at the poem. I made it pass more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. How do you forget to start speaking? It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Because it's garbage! I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. I just put 20 random words together! And that is supposed to be a deliberate poem? In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself's kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? These episodes are going to be very long, I feel. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I beg. Calm. Calm. There's something there. Calm's breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's a poem. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. I really was struggling to read a bit of that. What? I'm thinking that all. I was. That took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. I don't understand any of it, but even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Claus. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh god. Okay, let's save the best for last, I guess. And let's go annoy Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Like, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad, but it's bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Interesting. Yeah. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I didn't say that, it just, well, she's into cute things, that poem wasn't cute, it was interesting. Very interesting, actually. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why is you convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things and be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. Perhaps you bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Tough choice, tough choice. Who am I going to show it? Gee, I wonder. I have no idea. Oh my god, there's so many options. Hi, Claus. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Whoops. Whoops. Clicked out of the window. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. You just notice her skirt is flopping up when she's doing that. Is that contrapposto? Or just leaning forward, I guess. Don't worry, Claus. We're all a little embarrassed today. You know? There's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. A harmonica, my thought. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so I did impress Sayori in the end, so Monika's just there to confirm which girl I impressed in the end, so I guess that buttoning up scene was what I got for impressing Sayori. I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Oh well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. We're different calibers of annoying. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of a gentle feel to it. I want breakfast. Very gentle. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Now, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most, so Monica is probably going to be your kind of guide here. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Oh, don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Let's see. Oh, let's read it then. Howlin' Wall. I will refrain from making a lewd joke here. Oh wow, we've got a scroll bar. Ooh, scroll bar. I want paper with scroll bars. Hold on. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. That's what I was thinking. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends without each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. That is true. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That is also true. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. This is getting really long. Then again, it's a visual novel. Most of the game is reading. Maybe this is just a lot of exposition. I guess that's everyone. Hands around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is literally, except for Sayori's, I guess. I'm willing to bid my 20 random words are better than Sayori's poem. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? You completely missed the symbolism or something. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come up nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Claus did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come up with something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Claus liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? It's not why. Oh yes, silly music. I love silly music. Oh yes, silly music. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Claus appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Claus started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me. They just noticed I was standing there. Claus? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? That's what I was thinking when reading Faust. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Then again, Faust is not really a poem, it's just written in the style of a poem. Help me to explain that to her, Claus. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Claus? Do I have to pick between the two now? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Oh, crap! 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 Well, I guess this doesn't matter much, so let's overwrite this. Crap baskets! Oh, this was bound to happen at some point. Good thing there is no timeout here, so I can just arrange my thoughts. Okay, I absolutely hate Natsuki, so like hell am I going to agree with her. But if I agree with Yuri, I'm going to get Natsuki on my bad side, which I don't necessarily want, because as much as I hate her, I hate being hated as well. Help me, Sayori. I'm going to take myself. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. It's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? It's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem in her hands and throws it in the trash. Oops. Oh, I can... Oh. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has a chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. Don't think any less of you. Well... Alright, I believe you. Thanks, Claus. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. On that one thing that Natsuki said. About, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Good grief. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Mostly. Claus, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Do we have to do another one? I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job at impressing those I want to. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Claus, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Claus, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation. I mean, sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Ooh. I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, we have to write another. We still can't impress Monika, so... Boop! Okay, this is already getting too long. Maybe. Let's quickly save. Let's save in a new slot. And I think I'm going to end this episode here. So far this has been really cutesy. A lot of reading to do, but there's not, well, that's probably because it's a visual novel, so it's more like I'm telling the story than actually playing a game, which I'm not sure if I really like right now, but the situation is kind of funny. So yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club. I have still yet to see any of those Steam tags here, but I have a feeling that Yuri might be a trigger in that, since she likes horror and psychological and deep stuff like that. I guess I'm too early in the game to really form an opinion yet. So I hope you're enjoying me playing in big quotation marks, playing this game, and if you do, let me know and I'll make more of this. Otherwise I'll just play it for myself.